Combat's a messy, bloody thing, and Max Payne 3 Intense Gore capitalizes on that. Max Payne 3 already has pretty good blood and violence overall, but Intense Gore takes it a step further. The wounds you inflict with gunshots are more visceral, more detailed. It's pretty gnarly overall, and it's pretty cool to see in action. It adds some extra depth to the fights you're getting into. The bullet wounds, the exit wounds, everything of the sorts. There's more detail left behind for the shots you're inflicting. And it pretty much delivers what you'd expect it to. Now, it only works within the scope of Max Payne 3. It doesn't add, like, dismemberment, doesn't add heads exploding. It sticks within the limits of the game itself, but it still works pretty well, I'd say.
¡Vení para acá!
I had fun going through some of the existing levels and getting into gunfights, seeing the extra damage I'd be inflicting with various guns. You can especially see it with the shotguns, though other weapons still display a lot of damage per hit as well. There are some limitations to it outside of what I said earlier. I'd say the biggest holdup with it is that it isn't as visible on some factions. The Ufe and Crasha Preto in particular have some problems because of the bulletproof vests and the helmets and such they wear. There aren't as many opportunities to inflict injuries on them, and because of the outfits they have, it isn't as visible. Whereas, like with Commando Sombra, with Tropa Z, with the DeMarcos, stuff of that sort, you can really see the damage they're dealing. The wounds are real prominent, real visible, they look great. The creator did a really good job with creating these really vibrant, really just nasty looking injuries. It's just unfortunate that some of the later enemies, it isn't as visible because of the outfits they wear. Though I get why. I mean, it's part of the difficulty boost, and these guys are more tactical, more coordinated, so it makes sense they wear better armor and prepare better for fights like this. That said, you still can see the damage you're dealing when you're fighting the Ufe and Crasha Preto. It just isn't as immediately visible as like the guys in the trench coats or the tropical shirts or stuff of that sort. You'll notice the difference when you're playing through with it. Installation's pretty straightforward, just use Open4 to install it into Max Payne 3's blood file, and you're good to go from there. This can be combined with other mods. I played around with it and first person mod at the same time, I didn't have any issues. And that kind of allowed me to appreciate the damage being dealt even more, because I got to see directly the impacts I was having. There's not much else to say other than that. It doesn't change gameplay, doesn't change the overall flow of the levels. It, again, does exactly what it says it's going to. Delivers some intense gore.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Intense Gore is at version 1.3, and it's made by Braver Coolio. You can find it on ModDB. And the installation's pretty straightforward, just use Open4 to overwrite the existing blood file for Max Payne 3. I think it's pretty cool. And if you want to go through Max Payne 3, just hopping around some levels, getting into some combat, I'd say it's worth a shot. So shout out to the creator for making it. And thank you guys for watching. Any other Max Payne 3 mods you'd recommend? This one was a little shorter, but there wasn't as much to say, admittedly. The first person mod changed how I played through levels, and beta recaptured was another beast entirely. This is a little more straightforward, though that's not a bad thing. This did exactly what it set out to do, no more, no less. I can respect that. Plus, I had fun. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
I hadn't seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following a trail of her fingers.
Thank you all for watching. Take care.